And yes, index, if yes, then I won't spend time on it. I will move forward. If not, then I will start from here.
You can go ahead. Yeah,
Okay,
can cover
great.
this. Yeah.
Okay, guys, Nasdaq, as you know, we always start our screen with first Nasdaq index and then TSX index, and Nasdaq, as predicted, it is moving exactly in the same pattern for a very, very long time, since like March, mid-March, and it is moving ahead towards its target of 11,510 as well as Fibonacci ratio, and it is like, you can see it is moving still in the same channel. So it showed a little correction of 11,033 at a level of 1133, and then it may come down to its support level, as it has always been doing. When it starts going down, most of the time it takes like 2-3 sessions to correct itself, and then it moves upward, and then it is like an upward sort of rally, and that's what we see. So currently it is like 11,139, and if it goes down further, it can lose some further points to 11,000, somewhere near. If it takes a support, the support will be 10,980 to like 11,000 level. So at 11,000 level, it can take its support, because this is the point where it should bottom wicks for like 2-3 times, but it didn't break it and fell below. So we can expect if it goes down, it will take a support from a level of 10,980 or roughly 11,000 levels. It can take a support, and after correction, then it will go up, because the outlook is positive for this index, and it will start moving up. Let's have a quick look at the TSX index, how it is behaving. So TSX index is following the same Elliott wave pattern, and we have been like discussing it for many sessions. Like ultimate target for the TSX is like 16,500 level, and it's achieved. And just see the beauty of these wave patterns, right? Like wave pattern, this was a wave 5, and after the wave 5 there is some sort of correction. We call it ABC correction. We will discuss this in our some later sessions, but what we have been saying, that index is positive and it is currently moving in upward direction, and the ultimate target as per the Fibonacci ratio is 16,518. So this ultimate target has been achieved, and has been exactly in the same way as we have been predicting, while it was like somewhere at 15,000 points. So currently it is at 16,500 level. It has crossed, and let's see how it behaves in the coming days. If on Monday NDX is also performing well, it can go further ahead, and then the next target will be somewhere around 18,000, 17,900, or roughly 18,000 level. But before that, we may see a correction in this pattern, because this Elliott wave, we call it wave 1, 2, this is 2, this is wave 3, this is wave 4, and then this is wave 5. So after the wave 5 is done, then you start see a correction. We call it ABC correction pattern, but we need to wait till this wave 5 ends. So once this wave 5 trend gets to an end, then it will be followed by some correction. So currently it's in upside, so moving upwards. So enjoy the rally and take your trades accordingly. If you are planning to short something, don't short at this level, because index is like at this point of time it's highly positive. Unless it exactly it starts taking correction, then you may see a downward trend, and that correction will not be just 1 day correction or 2 day correction. It will be like some sort of long correction that can bring the index down to a level of like again 15,800 level, 15,800 or 15,000 to 900, 850 to 900. At this level, if index comes down to this level, then we can say like index is undergoing correction. Any question, guys, here on the index movement?
Hi Tahir, this is Aditya. Just one question. So we have been hearing about the market crash as well, right? That might come up again in the next few weeks. So I'm not sure, like, how is it going to affect it? So are we going to wait for it, or like it's going to be a small correction, or because of the crash it might come down a bit more?
This crash news, like we have been listening these crash news for a very, very long time. It's not like just few weeks, like maybe more than a month or 2 months, but still the index has performed well. So see that when the index is doing good for a very long time, the correction is due anytime. Like from here, you can see there were just a small bits and piece correction, but there is no big correction coming in the index because index is like correcting like off and on itself, and there's no big correction we have seen so far, despite the fact that we are listening to these news very frequently that crash is coming in and that there is just a balloon formed out there and it can burst anytime. If you just have a look at index, how this has performed, it has like done a very high consistent rally and without any significant downfall. So this, despite the fact that there are news in the market, but sometimes these news have been generated to create an artificial panic, and then this leads to the individual investors, so the retail investor, to sell the stock, and then the big picture they are able to buy these stock at very cheap prices and then sell it at the higher levels. So this is one of the tactics of the markets. So it happens. So these news, like what you are referring to, this is not like today's news. Eventually, correction will come for sure. Like every rise has a fall, so correction is due. Correction will come anytime, but before it comes, take precautions and do some risk management things and take your trade accordingly. But if you say like, yeah, correction is due, correction is coming, so let's get out of the trade, or like few of the people, they say like trade on like 50% cash in hand and then invest 50%. I would rather like to say that make use of your risk management strategies. Don't invest everything in a single stock or in a single sector, and don't hold the stocks for for a too long period, like about months, because you don't know what's going to happen in the next month, because currently it seems to be a little uncertain as we are listening to some sort of news. So these sort of things you plan, you incorporate in your trading strategy, and you can make profits. And of course you use the stop loss strategy as well. So these things are there, and believe me, these sort of news will be in the market every now and then, and within this market you have to earn in the same way. And that's what I think I would like to say on this. Like, use a stop loss strategy, risk management strategy, diversify your portfolio, and don't invest too much in any single stock. And I think that can help you to make your trades more profitable. And one more thing, don't hold any stock for too long when it is uncertain. If you're very sure about anything that, yeah, this is going to move upward for sure, this stock has like very good prospects or some very positive news coming in, so that can be a separate story. But if you are not certain about any stock, so I would like to say do a swing trade at this point of time, rather than doing holding for very long period, for months. Because when you buy a stock with intention that you're going to hold it for like a couple of months, then it may not be performing well at this stage, but you are anticipating in the coming months it will perform. But this market being now very unpredicted, and like with the elections coming in like November, at this point of time, if I'm not wrong, there were news like they're planning to delay the elections. I'm not sure about that, I haven't followed. But keeping in mind that at this point of time, short trades I think that can be more profitable. Okay, yes, Aditya, I hope it a little clarifies.
Oh yes, you did.
Just one more
Thank you so
question. Just an observation I would ask you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
There's a gap between 10,700 and 11,000. With just one small candle between that.
10,700. Okay, I'll go to 10,000.
Yeah, exactly. Here, from here till the next, leaving this candle in between.
Yeah.
It's as good as the gap.
This is the gap. Yep, you're right. So this is the gap. Whenever there's a gap, it can eventually fill up the gap.
It will fill up. So that is the reason why the red candle is there.
Maybe because whenever the red candle is formed, see this red candle. This is a very dark cloud, and whenever red candles are formed, they are followed by another candle very soon.
Very soon.
Red,
that means
red,
this could come in to correct this.
So yeah, it can. So if we say like if we are talking about a support level of 11,000. So if this support level breaks, the next support level is this much, 10,800 or 10,900 level. So
or
it can,
the next candle below it.
next candle below it, then it will reach this support level, this support trend line.
At over
So if
10,000,
this is like,
10,520.
yeah, the third one, if it reaches at this level, it takes a support at 10,900. So somewhere around 10,850, like here it will be 850, or yeah,
Yeah.
850. So 10,850 level is the ultimate support level as per this support trend line. So then it will have like 3 consecutive corrections.
Yes.
So on the other hand, and TSX is also its resistance level. If you go
Absolutely. But I did not see the
500,
gap up.
yeah. So 16,500 level was the ultimate target, which has been achieved. And if you see, like for the last 2 days, it is trading at the same level. So it was
Absolutely.
at 16,500 level on the previous day session on Thursday, and on Friday it was not able to break this. So it means that yes, this is honoring this resistance. So now it either it will consolidate here for some time, or it may, if it is not able to cross this resistance, then you will see that it will take a little bit correction for a few days.
Tariq, just
yeah.
hold on the same chart
Mhm.
in the month of February, end of March. You see the 3 red candles coming in?
Yeah, this
the
one.
same chart. Exactly. This is also gap over here, which has to be filled in.
This one is, I think, already filled, because this one, the downward gap, or this one.
No.
So
Upper one.
this one, I believe this is filled
Above
already.
0.7, above 0.786. That is
7, 8.
something at about
Okay.
17,200.
So from here,
16,800. Yeah, this candle. Yeah,
these two. Yeah, this will be filled automatically, because in the future, previously it filled this gap, and before that it filled this gap, then this gap, and then there is a small gap here. It will be filled, but but currently it is at its resistance level. If it breaks its resistance level, then the next target will be 17,100.
17,100, yes.
17,100 will be the next level, but for
and
this to happen,
17,700 next level. After that, 17,700 is also a gap to be filled.
Yeah, we have, like, as per Fibonacci also like 17,900 next. We have like few more targets ahead, but before that, I believe there will be some correction here.
Yes, of course. If this resistance gets taken out, then 17,900 would be a target for TSX.
Exactly. So whenever there is a correction, actually most of the people, they say like stock is crashing, stock is going down, but for a real investor and a real trader, correction is sometimes good, because it will help you to buy the stocks at the low levels. Otherwise, how you will buy? If it's always going up and up, you will be holding it for every time, and you will not be able to even like book your profit or you realize your profit. You have to sell it some point of time, then you have to rebuy it at the lower levels. So these corrections, whenever they come, they fall due, they are actually good chance to buy the stocks at the low levels. And then eventually when the market is like has already corrected itself and it's going up, and this is the point, then you can sell your stock and you enjoy your profits. So from the TSX point of view, next session is like Monday is going to be very important. If we hear some bad news or anything, then obviously it is going down and will take small correction, or it can stay at the same level. Or the last option is like if it breaks, then if it breaks this level, then there will be a huge spike, as Vivek correctly mentioned, that it is going to be like 17,100 level. So we are talking somewhere about like 500 points plus in like very few days if it breaks this. So if it breaks this resistance and gives a closing above this level of 16,600, let's say, if we get a closing above that, then it is index is clear to move up to 17,100 level. You can hold on to the stocks if it gives a breakout. Okay, guys, now we can start on some of the stocks. Yes, from where shall we start? Stock number 1, Aditya, Vivek, Kamal.
You want to try with Barrick Gold? I think results out tomorrow.
Barrick Gold. Yeah, I hope the gold results are like profitable.
It's ABX.
Out tomorrow.
ABX, yeah. ABX. So ABX, we have been discussing this, and this was our resistance level before. And see, guys, I'll give you an overview, then we start from there. So ABX earnings date is on 10th of August, which is like on Monday, estimated 0.25, and volumes are consistent. There's no spike in it. MACD has like given a downward crossover, showing a negative impact that it is falling down. RSI is like bearish in trend, going down, and it has actually not followed its support line, its trend line. So it is currently in downward direction. So RSI is negative, MACD is also negative, volumes are consistent. Earnings are expected to be like low, not too high, 0.25 versus 0.3. I think it's giving the same earnings one. So not very good earnings, only just 0.25, and the share price is like somewhere around 39. So like earnings seems to be like on the lower side as compared to the share price. And this was, let me zoom in, this stock was at its resistance level. See this trend line, we draw it before, like when we were not at this level. So there was a resistance at this point, then again at this point. Then here it touched it, but it was not able to sustain it and fell back again. And this time also it happened the same. It was not able to, it opened at higher level, but it was not able to give the closing at higher levels, and it gave a closing exactly at 39.64 when it was here like 3 days before. And now again it fell back again to its original levels, which is like being followed by this stock through its support trend line. And currently it is at 38.56, which seems to be its support level. And tomorrow is like its earning date also, and earning pressure. This seems to be like for last 3-4 days stock is going down because of the earning pressure. People are anticipating that stock might not perform well and the share price will go down. In lieu of this earning pressure, people are like selling this stock, but this selling is not followed by the volumes. So it means that still people are holding this because, and they are a little bit indecisive what to do. Although the price action is like price has gone down due to earning pressure, but it is not supported volume, and RSI and MACD is also down. And the good thing is that this stock is currently at its support level. And if I draw some horizontal support line to see where it can go further to take the next support, which is exactly, it's formed a wick and it took a support from this level because it formed a wick, it touched this level and then it rose up and gave a closing above this level of 38.56. So currently it is a support level. If this level is broken, the next support level for this stock will be 37.42. So Monday session will be important. If on the Monday morning, depending upon the result, if the results are there, results are positive, then it will start moving up and this stock will go up till, and zoom in, then again it will have a 39.64 level. So from 38.5 to 39.6, so this $1 gap, this it can again touch. But still, if we talk from the investment point of view, this level, this gap of $1 is not, I don't know whether it's worth it. I think no, because it's very small. If it breaks this level and sustains, now that will be a new high for this stock, and that can be profitable. So you can see a good rally coming up after it has crossed 39.64. So currently at this level, if you want just $1 gain, you can invest in it. Otherwise, like $1 or maximum, it can go till 40, which is the 100% retracement level as per the Fibonacci. So this can be the ultimate target from 38.56 to a maximum of 40, which is $1.5. So that is the target. But if it sustains a level of 40 at this point of time and gives a closing above that level, so this will be the good entry point. So from Monday, if it's just behaving well, then the earnings are positive. So you can enter for like $1.50 trade, and you need to get out at the level of 40. If it sustains the level of 40 and stays there for some period of time, then you can rebuy this stock. And yeah, just wait.
Sorry, butting in. Can you take the Fibonacci and take it extended beyond 100? Say 123
Okay.
or...
The next levels for this 1.
But that would be more keen.
Yep.
That 23.6 and 38, 38.2 plus, and 138 and 123.
Yes, let's go there. So next target levels are
Oh, that's 53.
1.2. Yeah, 1.4. Yep. Okay. So next levels are 1 to 46. So next target will be for this stock will be 46 if it gives a breakout at this after 40. So currently I think it's will be worth to watch it because last 3-4 times it tried to break this here also in the month of like April, May. It tried to break, and by the way, this was also the earnings time. So that's also a good correlation here. During this earning time, it tried to give a breakout, but it failed. Now it again came back at this level, and let's see if it is able to break it. If it's not able to break this level, then the ultimate target will be back again to these levels. This was where it was in the month of June, because it is trying to form an M pattern here if it behaves like that. So it is a trend. Here it make one top here, bottom. This can be a neckline. Then again at the same levels, or if it falls below again, if it touches again to its neckline, which is like this level of 30, then it may go further below 30 as well. So this top, but during these days, the gold is like up, gold is behaving very well. So this is like highly unlikely that it will go down to 30, and it can, it follows this M pattern. So obviously, or like to say, there are more chances that it might not go back this level, and it can break out at this level. Because these levels at this point of time, when it touched this level of 40, there was no as such booming in the market with respect to the gold. But here at this point of time, you can see a boom here, and the stock, the gold is rising up and up, and it's just making like new highs every day. So here it is like coming down, maybe because of the earning pressure. When the earning pressure is released, it has a tendency that it can cross 40, given the gold prices in the market.
Thank you, Tariq.
You're welcome. So guys, let's discuss any of the stock.
Yeah, Tahir, could you take KL as well? KL. K.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, this stock also seems to be good. So let's just escape that. This is also another gold. So this one, guys, this one has also formed a very good rally. And let's extend. I will be just very quick in here if someone is interested in the gold. Come on. Getting there. Yeah. Let me extend this. 1.6, 1.22, 1.4. Okay. So this has formed very good rally here, this K, and it has started moving up after crossing the resistance of 10 and moved till 13 and just doing a small correction here at these 3 candles, or like you can call it like 3 black crows. After 3 black crows, this is a correction. So here, yes, RSI is up and it is doing some correction. After its correction is completed, which can be here at the level of 1140, some point here. So this can be the point where you can re-enter. There's some voice coming in. So this is the point where you can re-enter, which will be like 11.47. So keep an eye on this stock in Ross Code. If it takes a correction to 11.4, and then again it will go up to its previous level of 13, and ultimate target for this gold stock is 14. Yes, I will get back KL now. This one?
Okay.
Yeah, this is the one, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, gold here.
Okay. Quickland Gold, RSI is downward. MACD is momentum is getting weaker. Maybe it gave a crossover, and here it can be if we draw a support line here, not a support line, a trend support line, to see where this can move. So it it has given a crossover here, and let's make another one. It can come back to a level of 42. That can be the ultimate one. Or before that, we have another support here, which is the first support level. Yeah, this one. It can take a support from this point. And the same, I think the same 3 candles, 3 black rows, which will be followed by a correction, and this will be the ultimate, not the ultimate, the first support, and the second support level you can see for this stock, this one, and the S3, the third support will be at the level of 44, and the resistance, this has given a resistance level of, this is the resistance, it was not able to break out. And let's do some back testing. If this resistance, let me change the color of this resistance to red to differentiate between support and resistance. Let's go back and see any doing some back testing. So it seems like it was like all times high for maybe like for the 52-week period. Yeah, for this year it's the all-time high of 57, and then it has started doing a correction. So since it is doing correction, it can go further down to a level of 50 before it starts moving up, and then it may start like moving within the same support resistance channel. Volumes are like consistently high with like few spikes and few of the days. If we see here, like we have like almost the same pattern here. Like we had a 3 black rows here at this point, and after that it has taken a support from its previous line. But here it was at the support level. If you analyze it very closely, 3 black rows, and it had led it to its support level. This was a support. This was a support because this was the resistance previously, and once the resistance is broken, it becomes its support line next time. So from its support line, after 3 black rows, it took a support and made a very good rally up till 57. Now here again, we have like 3 black rows, and the support is near, which is 50. So if it takes a support from here, then again it can rise back to its origin level of 57. And one more thing, here we have like a gap down opening from 54 to 55. So if it takes support and moves back, for sure it will fill this gap of $2 which it has created on the last session. RSI, okay, negative, but it is, you know, this is also around its support level. So if it comes further down till, like if you can see the screen clearly, if it goes further down till a level of 50.56 to take a support at this point of time, this RSI will be at its support level and can eventually move up from this. And by the way, this earnings, what were the earnings? Earnings were like positive, and estimate was like little higher than what it actually got, a negative surprise. So what I feel like, wait for the stock to take its support at 50.56, and when it has turned around and for a green candle gave a confirmation that it has actually taken its support, you can enter in the stock to, you know, reach a level of 56. That can be a good target for this stock. Anything guys you want to add in here? Vivek, Aditya?
Yeah, I'm just looking at that only.
Okay. So this
it normally takes a big dip, then it consolidates, and then it moves out.
Yep, when there's a big dip. But before taking a big dip, the good stocks, they consolidate before going down.
Yes.
Yeah, but some of the stocks which has risen up very quickly, like if you see at this stock, a high rally up till here. Absolutely. Like if some stock, like normally stock doesn't go like this. If I make a line here,
25% increasing after the previous earnings.
Exactly. So if I see like it is going like in this line, yeah, so if it goes like this, then it falls like this in the same way.
Absolutely.
So like not only for this stock, it's a common for all the market. If it goes up little, takes little correction, where like here it took a little bit correction here. So if it does, other stocks like they go up and up, and then when it starts falling down, then there is no time to get out. It will, like you have to act very, very quickly for those stocks, because it went up very quickly, then it will fall down very quickly unless their growth is sustainable and is followed by the fundamentals. Else we see that this is just the pumping and the dumping of the stocks.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So let's discuss the other one.
Can we look at HSE?
HSE. Husky.
Yeah. Husky, yeah. Thank you.
I made losses in this. Now I started hitting this. So, okay. Husky. Husky was the last trading session at 4.63. Now let's take a support line here, a resistance line. So this seems to be a very strong resistance, 4.82 for this stock. It tried to break it like several times, but it was not able to. Here, while it was in a consolidation phase, if I draw a consolidation channel here, this one seemed to be till here. It was a consolidation, a small consolidation phase, and after consolidation it went down and took its support. Guys, this support line was there before from our previous discussions, and it took a support around this support trend line, because here also when it fell back, it took a support from here, and this is a support trend line. Here also it honored this, here also it honored this, and then if it's not coming back again, so it can come back again the level of 4.42, and it will, then turn around from here and go up. And during these days, like oil, let's check on the oil. I've already opened this oil, taking a chart, because oil is like shaky these days. It is going downward. Like, come on, oil, stop, oil. Here's the oil chart. So oil is like going down. It made a high of 41.6, and then it didn't give a closing at that point for last 3-4 sessions. From here, if you see from here, the oil is like going up, down, up, down. So previously, like it was going up straight, and here it is like a little bit in a consolidation phase. And during this consolidation phase, we can see that this Husky has taken an impact from the last 3-4 days. So it made a high of 4.82, but was not able to give a closing at that level, and fell back to its level of around like 4.69. So that was the level. So it is correcting itself, and you can see this stock to fall back till a level of 4.42, and then again it will start rising up till a level of 4.8, which is its strong resistance these days. And if it breaks this resistance, then it can go up further till a level of 5.3. But before that, it has to cross this, which is it is not able to cross. So 5.2, that can be the next level. And the upcoming level will be this one along with this support trend line 4.4. Yeah, this one is 4.3 to 4.4. This can be the strong support level for this stock. And the volumes are consistently low. Earnings were like negative. Because of that, also you have a pressure. And RSI is neutral these days. MACD is also neutral. I hope that answers. If you have further question on this, we'll join back again after the session ends. So I think we can join back, and then I will take your questions on this talk. Let's join back.